diverse, and was one of the 12 planets in the galaxy selected to act as living library or storehouse. It was then thousands of races also journeyed here under the protection and rule of Queen Tiamat, from all over to seed different plant and animal species. Octopus, mushrooms, orchids, lions and canines, etc. Many of them stayed for a while, delighting in the rich lushness of Tiamat. The dragon queen Tiamat herself helped seed life and created a giant androgynous humanoid race called the Namlu-U to act as guardians of the living library on Tiamat, which would one day be a piece of planet Earth. The Namlu-U were the race that the ancient Greeks called the Titans, the giants that were the parents of the gods, meaning a race of 50 to 60 foot tall humanoids who existed here before the Anunnaki arrived. This era of peace and harmony would last throughout the galaxy for approximately 5.5 million years, until the next great war, known as the War in Heaven. A group of 15 royal bloodlines from Orion, known for their dark and violent history, took refuge on Maldek, exacerbating the planet's decline. These beings, possessing powerful multidimensional capabilities and various avatars, influenced Maldek's inhabitants, descendants of a defeated reptoid lineage from Earth, towards self-serving ideals, technological reliance, and control, further spiraling the planet into decay. This shift towards aggression led to threats against peaceful Martians, escalating to demands for Mars to surrender its territory or face conquest. The conflict drew in aid from the Pleiadians, summoned by Martian appeals, which Maldek interpreted as provocation, leading to a violent clash. Maldek used advanced electromagnetic gravitic technology against Mars, deploying toxic chemical bombs that devastated the Martian atmosphere and population, with survivors fleeing to Sirius, the Pleiades, or Earth. In retaliation, the Pleiadians attacked Maldek, causing its leaders to disastrously increase their energy grid's power. This action led to Maldek's destruction, forming the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter and fragmenting the souls of its inhabitants. These soul fragments, along with those of the Martians, sought refuge on Earth, joining its diverse soul population. Before Maldek's destruction, the 15 Orion leaders escaped to Atlantis, 52,000 years in the past, intending to influence Earth's history. However, the Pleiadians countered by imposing a third density matrix to trap the Orion group and stabilize the situation, integrating the traumatized souls from Maldek and Mars into Earth's reincarnation cycle. These events have shaped Earth's history, with the Orion group merging with other influential factions to form what is known as the Cabal, while some Pleiadians work towards assisting Earth's evolution beyond the third density matrix. Sanat Kumara, leading a group from Venus, established the 5D city of Shambhala above the Gobi Sea to stabilize Earth's situation, later creating a 4D city beneath it. Working with Pleiadians and evolved Martians, they aided the traumatized souls from the Maldek-Mars War, incarnating as primitive hominids with reduced psychic abilities. The group of humans from the Pleiades who had settled here about 17.5 million years before and who were also living at the 4th density, most of Agartha is 4D territory, had already established a city underground, and they welcomed the Nakaals and also assisted with the construction. Then the Nakaals began. Together with the Pleiadian group and the more highly evolved Martians who had escaped the destruction of their planet's atmosphere in their light bodies, they began helping the traumatized souls of all those who had perished in the Maldek-Mars War, who were hovering around Tiamat, later known as Earth, in a great cloud, waiting to incarnate here. These poor souls were so traumatized and fragmented. They had lost all their psychic abilities and Akashic memory, and were barely sentient. They incarnated into the 3rd density matrix as primitive hominids, the genus we know as Homo habilis. The active DNA was reduced to 2 strands, with the 10 other strands existing only as potential. The different soul families, each of which was comprised of shards from a previously intact single soul, incarnated into different tribes. Essentially, one tribe and one soul family. One shattered Maldekian or Martian soul. To this day, many of the souls who inhabit current